Hi, my dear class 10 students. Welcome to Good Bricks. In this video, let us discuss Fatafat Dhanadan class 10th mathematics chapter 1, that is real numbers, because you do not have much time to complete all your 14 chapters. So without any further delay, let us quickly dive into your first chapter, real numbers. మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, లిజన్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ, జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. చాప్టర్ 1 రియల్ నంబర్స్లో రెండంటే రెండు థీరమ్స్, ఆ రెండు థీరమ్స్ బేస్ చేసుకొని మనకు 7 డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ లెట్ us లుక్ ఎట్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కెన్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఫైనల్ బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్. సో ఫస్ట్ టైప్ వచ్చేసరికి ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ a given number as a product of its prime factors. So this is the first type of question which you can expect in your final exam. Let us now look at second type of question. They will give two different numbers and we need to find LCM and HCF using prime factorization method. This is the second type of question. Mari third type ganaka chuste, based on this enti HCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. ఈ రిలేషన్షిప్ బేస్ చేసుకొని మనకు ఎగ్జామ్లో క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యూ కెన్ సీ హియర్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ ఆర్ వన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఆన్ ద స్క్రీన్. నెక్స్ట్ టైప్ 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చేసరికి చెక్ వెదర్ 6 to the power of n కెన్ ఎండ్ విత్ 0 ఆర్ నాట్, వెదర్ 4 to the power of n కెన్ ఎండ్ విత్ 0 ఆర్ నాట్. ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా మనకు ఎగ్జామ్లో అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. టైప్ 5 వచ్చేసరికి వై దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ కాంపోజిట్ నంబర్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. లైక్ దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆల్సో కెన్ బి ఆస్క్డ్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ టైప్ 5 ప్రాబ్లం. నెక్స్ట్ మనం చూస్తే కనుక వర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇస్తారు బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఎల్సిఎం. ఎల్సిఎం అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ బేస్ చేసుకొని వర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇస్తారు. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అనదర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ exercise 1.1. Next you have one more type of question which you can expect in your exam, that is based on theorem 1.2 and here you can see theorem 1.2 on the screen. మరి ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి అంటే వాళ్ళు కొన్ని ఇర్రేషనల్ నంబర్స్ ఇచ్చి కాంట్రడిక్షన్ మెథడ్తో ప్రూవ్ చేయమని అడుగుతారు. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అనదర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్ and all these type of important questions which you can expect definitely in the exam, and these are the most important different types of questions which you can expect in your final exam, and those are all the things which we are going to discuss in our Fatafat Dhanadan session. So my dear students, మనం ఇంతకు ముందు డిస్కస్ చేసినట్టుగా ఈ చాప్టర్ 1లో మెయిన్లీ 7 different types of problems are there. సో ఇప్పుడు ఒక్కొక్క టైప్ పైన కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లేదా కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తూ ఫటాఫట్ ధనాదన్ సెషన్ని కంప్లీట్ చేద్దాం. సో టైప్ 1 ప్రాబ్లంలో వచ్చేసరికి మనకు క్వశ్చన్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అంటే ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ ఏ గివెన్ నంబర్ యాజ్ అ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ ప్రైమ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. ఒక నంబర్ ఇచ్చి దాన్ని ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ ప్రైమ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ గా మనకు ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. So first of all, let us take this 24 and this 24 can be written as 2 into 12 because 2 is a prime number. Now this 12 is not a prime number. So again we have to express this 12 also as a product of its prime factors. So what are they? 12 can be written as 2 into 6. So now we are going to express this 12 as 2 into 6. Next 6 వచ్చేసరికి ఇంకా ప్రైమ్ నంబర్ కాదు కాబట్టి దీన్ని వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ 2 into 3. ఫైనల్లీ దిస్ 24 కెన్ బి రిటన్ యాజ్ 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. సో వీ కెన్ రైట్ దిస్ 24 యాజ్ ఏ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ 2 cube into 3. సో హియర్ 2 and 3 are prime numbers and they asked us to express this 24 as a product of its prime factors, and that is what we have done. What we have done? We have expressed this 24 as a product of 2 cube into 3 and that is what the question is also. ఇప్పుడు టైప్ 1 క్వశ్చన్ లోనే సెకండ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఒకటి చూద్దాం. We need to express 50 as the product of its prime factors. So we can write 50 as 2 into 25 because 2 is a prime number, but 25 is not a prime number. So now again we need to express this 25 as the product of its prime factors. We can write 25 as 5 into 5. Now these two are prime numbers. So our job is done. So we can write now 50 as a product of 2 into 5 into 5 is nothing but 2 into 5 square. So that's it. Now we have done two problems on our type 1 questions. Now express the following numbers as the product of their prime factors. సో ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం టైప్ 1 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం, 2 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం టైప్ 1లో. ఇప్పుడు టైప్ 2 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏంటో చూద్దాం. ఈ టైప్ 2లో కూడా 3 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం డిస్కస్ చేయబోతున్నాం, అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్ విచ్ యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఇన్ యర్ బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్. సో వితౌట్ ఎనీ ఫర్దర్ డిలే ఒకసారి మనం క్వశ్చన్ కనుక చూస్తే they'll give two numbers and we need to find LCM and HCF using prime factorization method. మరి ఈ ప్రైమ్ ఫ్యాక్టరైజేషన్ మెథడ్ లో LCM and HCF చేయడానికి what we have to do? First thing is we need to express the given two numbers as the product of their prime factors. This is the first job we have to do. What is that? We have to take these two numbers and we should express these two numbers as the product of their prime factors. This is the first step. Now what is our main job? Our main job is we have to find LCM. To find LCM you have a clue here. What? We have to select highest power of each prime factor. To find LCM we have to select highest prime power of each prime factor. So in 24 you have 2 and 3, in 50 2 and 5. So 2, 3, 5. These are the prime factors which are there in 24 and 50. So while finding LCM we have to write 2, 3, 5 and their highest powers. Here cube is the highest for 2, here 3 to the power of 1 and 5 square is the highest power. Now if you multiply all these things, 2 cube is nothing but 8, 5 square is nothing but 25. So when you multiply all these things you will get 600 and this 600 is the LCM of these two numbers. Next, to find HCF, the clue is select lowest power of only common prime factors. Previously we have selected all prime numbers, all prime factors. Now we have to select only common prime factors. So here 2 is there, here 2 is there. So 2 is the common prime factor. Here 3 is there, but in 50 3 is not there. Here 5 is there, but in 24 5 is not there. It means when you want to find HCF, you have to select only common prime factors. So 2 is the common prime factor and its lowest power is 1. So HCF of these two numbers is equal to 2 to the power of 1. So this is how we need to calculate LCM and HCF of the given two numbers using these two tricks. Now you have one more problem in front of you. Here we need to find LCM and HCF of 24 and 90. So for that, first of all we have to express these two numbers as the product of their prime factors, and this is what we have already discussed in our type 1 problems. So now mainly our main job is we have to find LCM of these two numbers, HCF of these two numbers, and you know very well the clue is to find LCM you need to select highest power of each prime factor. So 2, 3, 5, these are the available prime factors in these two numbers. So that is one thing. Next we have to select their highest powers. For 2 cube is the highest, for 3 square is the highest, for 5 1 is the highest. So we have to write 2 cube into 3 square into 5. Now 2 cube is nothing but 8, 3 square is nothing but 9 into 5. So 8 into 9 into 5 is equal to 360. So finally we got LCM of these two numbers is equal to 360. Next, we have to find HCF of these two numbers. What is the clue? The clue is select the lowest power of only prime factors, only common prime factors. So observe carefully, 2 is the common prime factor, 3 is also common prime factor, but 5 is not the common prime factor. So this is first job. Next, their lowest power. For 2, lowest power is 1. For 3, lowest power is 1. So now we have to select 2 to the power of 1 into 3 to the power of 1 to find HCF. So 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So this is how we need to find LCM and HCF of given two numbers using prime factorization method. Hope you got good clarity on this problem. If yes, please try the next problem without any help. Now let us solve one more problem in type 2. I will give few seconds of time and you please try to find LCM and HCF of these two numbers. So your time starts now. Hope you have done successfully, and let us see the solution. First of all, we have to express these given numbers as the product of their prime numbers. So this is the step 1. To find LCM of these two numbers, what we have to do? We have to select all the prime numbers which are there in these two numbers. So 2, 7, 13. These are the prime numbers which are available, and we have to select all these 2, 7, 13 and their highest powers. Here, except 1, there is no highest power. So to find LCM of these two numbers, what we have to write is 2 into 7 into 13 and their highest power is 1. And when you multiply these three numbers, you will get 182, and this 182 is the LCM of these two numbers. Next, we have to find HCF of these two numbers. And to find HCF of these two numbers, what we have to do? We have to select only common prime factors. We have to select only common prime factors. 2 is not the common prime factor. 7 is not the common prime factor, but 13 is the common prime factor. And we have to select the lowest power. But here we have only 1. So we have to select 13 to the power of 1 is nothing but 13 as the HCF of these two numbers. Hope you also got the same answer. If yes, give thumbs up. Let us now look at type 3 problems. And these problems are based on actually this formula. What is that? Product of two numbers is equal to HCF of those two numbers into LCM. So based on this, you can expect problems in your final board exams. So if you look at the given problem here, they have given HCF of these two numbers 9, and they are asking us to calculate LCM of those two numbers. So for that, first of all, let us take this formula, and HCF they have given 9, LCM we have to find. Product of two numbers is nothing but 306 into 657. That is what we have to write. Now what do we want? We want to calculate LCM. So this LCM is our hero and 9 is our villain. Means we don't want 9 this side. We want to transpose this 9 towards right side. When you transpose, you can write as LCM is equals to this product by 9, because when you transpose this towards right side, it will divide whatever the right side things are there. And now when you multiply these two things, you will get 2 lakhs 1042, and when you simplify, means when you divide, finally you will get 22,338 as the LCM of these two given numbers. Therefore we can give the conclusion as shown here on the screen. Now let us see type 4 problems. Here in this type of problems, they will give 6 to the power of n or 4 to the power of n, this kind of numbers they will give, and they will ask us to check whether this number can end with a digit 0 or not. It means what they are asking, whether in 6 to the power of n in the units place whether you will get 0 or not. That is what the question is. So for that, see here on the screen, you just observe some numbers which are ending with 0. 10, 20, 40, 100. You can take any numbers which are ending with 0. Here these are the numbers which are ending with 0. And if you look at prime factors of 10, prime factors of 20, prime factors of 40, prime factors of 100, all these numbers 10, 20, 40, 100, all these numbers which are ending with 0 are having 2 and 5, 2 and 5, 2 and 5, 2 and 5 as a prime factors. So the conclusion from these examples is the numbers which are ending with 0 must and should have 2 and 5 as the prime factors. So now let us take our number. What is that? 6 to the power of n. And 6 has only 2 prime factors. What are they? 2 into 3 means 2 and 3. But 6 does not have 5. So from this what you should understand, the number if it is ending with 0, it should have both 2 and 5 as the prime factors, but our number does not have both 2 and 5 because it is having only 2 but not 5. Hence we can say this 6 to the power of n can never end with 0 since it is not having 2 and 5. Both of them are not having as a prime factors. Therefore, the conclusion is 6 to the power of n cannot end with 0 for any natural number. Means in place of n, if you put any number 1, 2, 3, 4, any infinity, you will never get 0 as its last digit. Now let us discuss type 5 problems. My dear class 10 students, whatever the problems which we have selected, all of them are very much important in terms of your exam. So please pay high attention when we are discussing, and this problem is very much important in terms of examination. So this is some number and we need to check whether it is a prime number or not. If it is not prime number, then we can say it is a composite number. And you know, if it is a prime number, it should have only 2 factors. What are they? 1 and itself. So let us check whether this given number is having only 2 factors or more than 2 factors. So without any further delay, let us quickly proceed further, and this is the given number. From that, if you take 13 common, you can write 13 into this is equals to this. 13 into 1 is equals to 13. So what we have done? We have just taken 13 common from this given number. Now 7 into 11, 77. 77 plus 1, 78. And if you want to express it as a prime factors, you can express as shown here. And after final simplification, you will get this given number as 1014. It means indirectly he has given the given number as 1014. And observe here clearly, this number means this 1014 has 1 and itself. In addition to that, it has extra factors also. If it is having more than 2 factors, then what you should say? You should say the given number is a composite number. Why? It is having 1 and itself. In addition to 1 and itself, it is having more factors. Therefore, this is a composite number. This kind of problems you can definitely expect in the exam. So type 6 ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చేసరికి ఎల్సిఎం బేస్ చేసుకొని ఉంటుంది, కానీ దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ప్రాబ్లం. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్ విచ్ యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఇన్ ద ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్. అండ్ సీ హియర్ ద క్వశ్చన్. దెర్ ఆర్ 2 people, Sonia and Ravi. They are revolving around the circular path. So see here, very beautiful and eye-catching animation of this question. ఏం జరుగుతుంది ఇక్కడ? వీళ్ళిద్దరూ రివాల్వింగ్ అరౌండ్ ద సర్క్యులర్ పాత్ అండ్ సోనియా టేక్స్ 18 minutes టు మేక్ 1 round, వెరాస్ రవి టేక్స్ 12 minutes. మరి క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే, ఆఫ్టర్ హౌ మెనీ మినిట్స్ both Sonia and Ravi will meet at the starting point. So clear ga observe cheyandi animation ni. Now after few minutes both of these two people are going to meet at the starting point. So this is what the time they are asking. So how to calculate? Ela calculate cheyali. Simple. Answer is very simple. We have to take LCM of the time taken by Sonia and Ravi. So we have to take LCM of 12 and 18. So you know already. For that, first of all, we need to express these two numbers as the product of their prime factors. Then to find LCM of these two numbers, we have to take highest power of the prime factors. So 2 square and 3 square is nothing but 4 into 9, 36. It means both Sonia and Ravi are going to meet at the starting point after 36 minutes. So this is what the final answer. Both of them will meet after 36 minutes at the starting point. And what we have done? We have just calculated LCM of the given times. Hope our animation really helped you to understand the problem and solution very clearly. Let us now discuss the last type of problem. What is that? Type 7 of this chapter, and these problems are related to exercise 1.2. So these problems are based on actually theorem 1.2, and this theorem says that if a prime number p divides a square, then that p also divides a. It means if a prime number p is a prime number, if it divides a square, then this p also divides a. So this is what theorem 1.2 says. Based on this, in your exercise 1.2, using contradiction method, you have to prove the given numbers as irrational numbers. అయితే ఇక్కడ ఇర్రేషనల్ నంబర్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్. మీకు ఇలాంటి ఇర్రేషనల్ నంబర్స్ని ప్యూర్ సర్డ్స్ అంటారు. ఇలాంటి అంటే కోఎఫిషియెంట్స్ ఉన్న ఇర్రేషనల్ నంబర్స్ని మిక్స్డ్ సర్డ్స్ అంటారు. అడిషన్ కానీ సబ్స్ట్రాక్షన్ కానీ ఉంటే కాంపౌండ్ సర్డ్స్ అంటారు. ఈ విషయం 10th క్లాస్లో మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయలేదు. ఫర్దర్ అంటే 11th అండ్ 12thలో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, మనకు మెయిన్గా 2 డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇది లెందీ ప్రాబ్లం. ఇలాంటి ప్యూర్ సర్డ్స్ని ప్రూవ్ చేయడం లెందీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే 4 మార్క్స్ వచ్చే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. మిక్స్డ్ కానీ కాంపౌండ్ సర్డ్స్ కానీ చాలా చిన్నగా ఉంటాయి. సో 2 మార్క్స్ కానీ 3 మార్క్స్ కానీ అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద 2 different types of questions can be asked from this. What are they? Pure sets ని irrational numbers లాగా ప్రూవ్ చేయమనేది ఒకటి. ఎస్ఏ క్వశ్చన్కి వచ్చే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఇవి ఇంకో టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్ అంటే 2 మార్క్స్ కానీ 3 మార్క్స్ కానీ అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఫర్ సొల్యూషన్స్ రిలేటెడ్ టు దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే ఎక్సర్సైజ్ 1.2 గురించి జస్ట్ విజిట్ అవర్ వెబ్సైట్ goodbits.in so that you can find the solutions of all these things and which are very comfortable. And let us now go through our website. Please wait. First of all, go to Google and type here goodbricks.in. And you will find the first link. If you click here, you will be going to home page. There, click here and then you can select CBSE or Andhra Pradesh, whatever it may be. And here you have real numbers chapter. And here you have exercise 1.2. Now you have problems. Problem 1, problem 2, problem 3. So if you click the problem, you will find quick and easy solutions in our website. If you want third problem, you just click on third problem. Then you will find the problems which are there in third problem, and these are the solutions. So please make utilize of our website also for quick, easy online solutions. So, my dear students, we have done Fatafat Dhanadan revision of your class 10. First chapter, real numbers. And in this Fatafat Dhanadan session, we discussed very important and different types of questions which can be expected in your final exam. Hope you will utilize this session in a proper way and watch again and again to make yourself perfect. Thanks for watching and learning. Have a nice day.